Well, good evening, everyone. Um, I wanted to come on here. This evening. First of all, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to us on this evening. Uh, I guess let me go ahead and just get it out of the way. I'm battling with this even still now. About whether we were going to do the podcast tomorrow night, and that's because my sinuses are acting up something fierce. I'm actually trying to battle between whether I want to breathe, if my eyes want to water, or if I want to let snot drip down my nose. So I have all kinds of issues happening right now, and I laid down earlier to sleep, thought I could sleep it off, but I have sinus pressure in the front of my head, and it's not helping the situation any better. So we're not going to be on the podcast tomorrow night because I'm not feeling all that great, and I don't know if this is going to clear up by tomorrow. And on top of that, I'm not able to focus on doing my lesson because I have this in my head happening and going on. So like I said, I really didn't want to do it, but I did it out of necessity to try to see if I can relieve this sinus pressure, this sinus headache, this whatever this is. I don't know. But yeah. So anyway. So we won't be on tomorrow evening because of that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, wife. I appreciate that, Layla Vaughn. The song that I was playing If you're familiar with it, or if you're not familiar with it, it's from the Mississippi Mass Choir, and it's uh, one of their staples, which is They Got the Word. Well, the lead singer on that, as well as When I Rose this morning, uh, they were led by and some others, but they were led by none other than the renowned, everybody called her Mama Mosey Burks. She died yesterday, I believe, at the age of 92. She actually just celebrated a birthday. So she died a day or two after her birthday. Uh, she had battled Alzheimer's, but they had said even though she battled Alzheimer's, she still remembered those songs that she used to lead. So anyway, uh, so yeah, be in prayer for her family. So the gospel world has lost another great voice, a great pillar in the community with Miss Mosey Burks, like I said, who passed away at the age of 92. Um, and there's something else that's I'd be completely remiss. This is why I battled to try to be on here tomorrow. Is let's not forget uh, the people who lost their lives, the 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 towns, the cities that have been uh, severely and devastatingly affected and impacted by the flood of the Guadalupe River here on July 4th. Um, there is so much heartache, there's so much grief, there's so much devastation, there's so many questions, there's so many unanswered uh, uh, so many things that's left unanswered. Everything is just like it's floating in the wind. Everybody is finger pointing and finger blaming. But one of the things that we're not we're forgetting is that God is in control. Now I know you can say that. Yes, I know that, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. See, everybody's saying, well, what about the warning system? Well, what about the sirens? Or what about this? And what about that? Well, if he did this, maybe not that many people could have died. We could have saved some of those lives. But back to my previous statement, but God is in control. See, I've said this when I have done some vigils for some friends that I've lost. God never said how we would die. He never said when we would die, nor by what means that we would die. He just said that we will die. Um, so we all have in our mind that we would like to go peacefully and silently in the night. We would like to die of a ripe old age, and we have lived our lives fully and completely. We have done the things that we planned, the things that we were purposed, the things that we had set our goals out to, and we have checked off our list. But God said, when we make plans, if the Lord allows, if the Lord wills, because we don't know what tomorrow may bring. We don't know what tomorrow will hold. We don't know what the next 5 minutes will hold. He tells us that our life is but a vapor. And I'm not negating or downplaying the loss of life of the 100 and something people that have now perished, along with almost 200 people that are still missing. But we have to understand people of God, that we are in the last days, and we have to also understand that the death angel is only the death angel because of and by way of and through the express permission and authority of God the Father. So the death angel, notice what we say. We all say it all the time. The death angel. The death angel. He is used and he's necessary if this on this side of heaven, because our days are 70 years, or if by reason of strength they're 80 years. So that's why God tells us to teach us. We ask him in the Psalms, teach us to number our days so that we may present to thee a heart of wisdom. Now I know, like I said, my prayers, my heart felt, my heart aches. My heart is in pain for the family members that lost their mothers, their fathers, their children, their sisters, their family members, their close friends. I have, because I have daughters, I have grandchildren that are in the same age group as those that have perished, along with parents that have died and grandparents that have died. But what we must also right now do is we need to draw closer to one another. We need to fix whatever is broken, straighten whatever is bent, heal what may be hurt, forgive and forget those that have done us wrong. And we need to learn how to have sympathy, empathy, love one another, love on one another, have compassion toward one another. Because these days, we are going to see some things that we have yet to see and experience, and they're going to happen one after the other, one on top of the other, and it's going to seem like there's no end, there's no relief, there's no recourse in sight but God. We have to understand God is speaking, as the old folks used to say. When there was a thunderstorm, there's actually a storm right now here in the Dallas area. The thunder and the lightning. My grandmothers would used to tell you, cut off all the lights, cut off all the TVs, and be still, because the Lord is talking. The Lord is speaking. See, we've gotten to the point where we overlook the voice of God, and we still go on and do our daily lives and continue on with our business as usual. I see it even with emergency vehicles, where people don't have any regard for the emergency vehicles that's trying to get to aid a loved one. People don't pull over. People don't get out of the way of the emergency vehicles anymore. They just sit there, and the emergency vehicles have to figure out a way how to get around. We've lost sight of how to love and be compassionate and show empathy and towards one another. But this is the time and this is the day where we need to be doing exactly that, because yet again, God is talking. And he's trying to get all of our attention, because our days are shorter. His time of arrival is quicker, is nearer than what we could ever think or believe or even imagine. So I encourage you today, pray for those that are in the Hill Country, in Central Texas. Pray for those that are still trying to recover and look for their loved ones. Pray that there is more love and compassion here in the land. If you can, go down and help in whatever capacity that you will feel led or compelled to help. Be it searching, be it delivering supplies, be it just being comfort to those that are in distress right now. But this is a time where the church need and should be the church. because God is requiring it in this hour, in this time. So until then, y'all, stay thirsty, my friends. And remember, what is your exit strategy? God says the same. We'll be back next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. But remember, you got the word.